Hello everyone, welcome to Urvashi Teaches. I am Urvashi, and through these videos I'm hoping to teach you some basic English. Now these videos are for low-level English learners who want to learn basic English for their day-to-day conversations, speaking, reading, writing and listening. Now, I request you to please pay attention and go through all the videos carefully. Also, please keep a dictionary handy. So, in case there are any words that I use in these lessons which you do not understand, you can refer to the dictionary and get their meanings. Now, I know that it may seem a bit difficult when we start learning the language, but I'll try to keep things simple from my end as much as I can. And you can always reach out to me in the comment box and let me know if you have any doubts, and I'll try to solve them as soon as I can. So let's begin. Okay, so let's start from the very basic, from the English alphabet itself. The English alphabet is written in the Latin script and it comprises 26 letters, which have 5 vowels and 21 consonants. Now each letter has an uppercase and a lowercase form as listed out here. Okay, now let's move on to the basics of English grammar. And the first one that comes up is the noun. What is a noun? A noun is the name of a person, place, or thing. I have listed some of the examples here. Example of a person could be Ron. Example of a place could be New Delhi or market. Market comes under common noun. New Delhi is a proper noun. I'll explain these as we move on in the next slides. Example of a thing could be a bat. So our previous slide listed the types of nouns. Now we are going to see each of them one by one and what exactly comes under them. I'll start with the proper noun. A proper noun is the name of a specific person, place, or thing, and it is always written in capital letters. Example: Roy goes to school. Roy is the name of a person. I went to Disneyland last year. Now, Disneyland is a very specific place that we are talking about. We are not talking about a random amusement park. Rather, we are talking about a specific park, which is Disneyland. The kid ate Maggie for lunch. Maggie noodles is very, very famous, and we all have grown up eating Maggie. So, it comes under the proper noun. It is a name of a specific thing. Moving on, what is a common noun? It is the generic name of a group and it is not written in capital letters. For example, if I go by the contrast in each of these boxes, so if you see, I've changed Roy to the boy goes to school. Now, the boy is, boy is the generic name. It can be anybody. It can be Ron or say Tom or whomsoever. I'm not referring to a particular person. I'm rather referring to a group. A group as in I picked one out of that group, and that's what I'm saying here. The second example, I went to park last year. Now, park can be any park anywhere. It is not some specific park that I'm talking about. Similarly, the third example, the kid ate noodles for lunch. It can be any noodles, any brand of noodles. I'm not talking about a particular brand. So I hope you understand the difference between the proper noun and the common noun here. So the next category that comes is the material noun. Material noun is used for the things that we can touch or see. For example, there is a gold watch on the table. Here the noun is gold. Then the glass window broke due to typhoon. We are specifying what type of window it is. It is a glass window, right? Has anyone seen my diamond ring? I'm not talking about any random ring, I'm talking about a diamond ring. I'm pinpointing what the thing is. So that comes under noun, material noun. The abstract noun is opposite of material noun. It refers to the things that we cannot touch. For example, feelings, qualities, we cannot touch. These are some things that we just experience, right? Example, Harry looked very angry today. Angry is an emotion, it is a feeling. We cannot touch it. We can just perceive it, experience it. Then children jumped around happily. Again, happily is the abstract noun here. Next on the list is our collective noun, which is used to refer to a group or a collection of things. Example, a pack of cards is on the table. Now, my pack of cards is the collection of the cards that I'm referring to. The band played great music. The flock of sheep is grazing in the field. Now, a flock of sheep, I'm referring to a group of sheep, not a single sheep or two sheep for that matter. Moving on, we come to our next slide of countable nouns and uncountable nouns. Now, the countable nouns, as you understand by the name, are the nouns which can be counted, meaning there is a dog in the garden. I'm talking about one dog. I have few burgers left at home. Few can be, say, 3, 4, 5, any number, but more than one, right? So that comes under few burgers, and burger is something that we can count, irrespective of, suppose if I have 20 burgers, I can still go ahead and say I have 20 burgers at home, and we can count them. The uncountable nouns are those which cannot be counted. Example, you have liquids, air, you cannot count those and we treat them as singular nouns. Example, she spilled coffee on her dress. Coffee is a liquid. You cannot count, right? How much coffee has she spilled? You can say half the mug or something like that, but you cannot pinpoint the exact quantity. Similarly, the air of this town is polluted. You cannot count how much air is polluted. You'll just use it as a singular noun. So just remember that uncountable nouns are always treated as singular nouns. Now we come to the categorization under the countable nouns. We have singular nouns and plural nouns. Singular nouns are used for the things which are only one in quantity. Example, I have a doll. I'm referring to one doll. He owns a car. He has just one car, not more than one. Plural nouns are used to indicate more than one quantity, and we usually do that by adding s or es at the end of the word. For example, I have three boxes. Now, three is definitely more than one, and hence we are going for the plural noun here. If I had to say I have one box, then I would remove that es part and just, refrain to box, right? Ron has two bikes. He does not have one bike, he has two bikes instead. And hence we go for the plural noun. It is pretty simple. I hope that we are, able to understand the difference here. Okay, so now we move on to our articles. As you have been seeing in the previous slides, in the examples that I have used a or an before my singular noun, right? For example, a bat, a ball, or an orange, right? I'll explain you the differences. First, let's understand what are articles. There are three articles, a, an, and the. They are used before the noun, and these are a type of adjectives. I'll explain in the later lessons what adjectives are. Now, these articles, they show us whether we are referring to a specific noun or to a general noun. The is used to refer to a specific noun. Example, the sun, the earth. Now, we do not use the before names of people. For example, you won't say the Urvashi or the India. No, that's not uh, correct, right? It's used for particular things only. A or an, these are used for general singular noun, like I said previously also. A bat, a ball, an orange, right? A is used before the consonant sound. An is used before the vowel sound. If you see, a bat, B, is a consonant and hence I used a. An orange, O is a vowel and hence I have used an orange. You get the difference, right? Okay, so this slide just elaborates what we were talking about in our previous slide. A article is used before singular noun beginning with a consonant or a consonant sound. Example, a book, a cat, a ship. Now all of these words, book, cat and ship, these begin with the consonant and hence we use a. The last one, a uniform. This is an exception because you know that U is a vowel, but still we are using a here because U that comes out as a consonant sound and hence we use a. An is used before singular noun either beginning with a vowel or vowel sound. Example, an engineer, an ice cream, an umbrella. Now here if you see, umbrella also begins with U, but the sound that comes out of is a and hence we use an. The last example, an hour. Now H is clearly a consonant. Still we are using an. Why so? Because when you say it, you will understand. An hour. It gives out the vowel sound, right? Here H is silent and that is why we use an. Last one, article the. It is used when we are referring to a specific noun. Example, the sun, the Mount Fuji, the Ganges, the book on that table. I'm not saying about a random book on a random table. I'm pointing out to a particular book on a particular table. And hence, I'm saying the book on that table, please bring it to me. That's how we use the. Okay, we are at the end of our first lesson. Kudos to you for keeping up. Now, I have created two practice exercises based upon whatever we discussed in our first class today, right? And I would want you to please go through these exercises and try them out by yourself. And let me know if you have any doubts. I'll be posting the solutions in my next lesson for these. Thank you. Bye bye.